Friends, fourth day of Navaratras. Let us just chant today the Shri Suktam. थोड़ा बड़ा है, फिर भी 4 मिनट. Let Mother bless us with all required faculties, abilities, strengths to study the Shastras and understand and live with them and also get the benefit of them. Om. अथ ऋग्वेद संहितांतर्गत चतुर्थाष्टकांतर्गत चतुर्थोध्याय स्थित एकादश सूक्त रूप श्री सूक्तम. ओम ओम हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तां महावः जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गामश्वं पुरुषानहम् अश्वपूर्वां रथमध्यां हस्तिनादप्रबोधिनीं श्रियं देवीमुपह्वये श्रीर्मा देवीर्जुषतां कांसोऽस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकारामार्द्रां ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवजुष्टामुदारां तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये अलक्ष्मीर्मे नश्यतां त्वां वृणे. नारायण. ओम 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 ओम. आदित्यवर्णे तपसोऽधिजातो वनस्पतिस्तव वृक्षोऽथ बिल्वः तस्य फलानि तपसानुदन्तु मायान्तरायाश्च बाह्या अलक्ष्मीः उपैतु मां देवसखः कीर्तिश्च मणिना सह प्रादुर्भूतोऽस्मि राष्ट्रेऽस्मिन् कीर्तिमृद्धिं ददातु मे क्षुत्पिपासामलां ज्येष्ठामलक्ष्मीन्नाशयाम्यहम् अभूतिमसमृद्धिं च सर्वान् निर्णुद मे गृहात् गन्धद्वारान्दुराधर्षां नित्यपुष्टां करीषिणीम् ईश्वरीगं सर्वभूतानां तामिहोपह्वये श्रियं मनसः काममाकूतिं वाचः सत्यमशीमहि पशूनां रूपमन्नस्य मयि श्रीः श्रयतां यशः कर्दमेन प्रजा भूता मयि सम्भव कर्दम श्रियं वासय मे कुले मातरं पद्ममालिनीम् आपसृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतवस मे गृहे निच देवीं मातरं श्रियं वासय मे कुले आर्द्रां पुष्करिणीं पुष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः आर्द्रां यःकर्णीं यष्टिं सुवर्णां हेममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः तां महावः जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्योऽश्वान् विन्देयं पुरुषानहम् यशुचिप्रयतो भूत्वा जुहुयादाज्यमन्वहम् श्रियः पञ्चदशर्चं च श्रीकामः सततं जपेत् पद्मानने पद्मऊरु पद्माक्षी पद्मसम्भवे त्वं मां भजस्व पद्माक्षी येन सौख्यं लभाम्यहम् अश्वदायी गोदायी धनदायी महाधने धनं मे जुषदां देवी सर्वकामांश्च देहि मे पुत्रपौत्रधनं धान्यं हस्त्यश्वादिगवेरतं प्रजानां भवसि माता आयुष्मन्तं करोतु मां धनमग्निर्धनं वायुर्धनं सूर्यो धनं वसुः धनमिन्द्रो बृहस्पतिर्वरुणं धनमश्नुते वैनतेय सोमं पिबत वृत्रः सोमं धनस्य सोमिनो मह्यं ददातु सोमिनः न क्रोधो न च मात्सर्यं न लोभो न शुभामतिः भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां श्रीसूक्तं जपेत् सदा वर्षं तु ते विभावरिदिवो अभ्रस्य विद्युतः रोहन्तु सर्वबीजान्यवब्रह्मद्विषोजहि पद्मप्रिये पद्मिनि पद्महस्ते पद्मालये पद्मदलायताक्षी विश्वप्रिये विष्णुमनोनुकूले त्वत्पादपद्मं मयि सन्निधत्स्व या सा पद्मासनस्था विपुलकटितटी पद्मपत्रायताक्षी गम्भीरावर्तनाभिस्तनभरणपिता शुभ्रवस्त्रोत्तरीया लक्ष्मीर्दिव्यैर्गजेन्द्रैर्मणिगणखचितैः स्नापिता हेमकुम्भैः नित्यं सा पद्महस्ता मम वसतु गृहे सर्वमाङ्गल्ययुक्ता लक्ष्मीं क्षीरसमुद्रराजतनयां श्रीरङ्गधामेश्वरीं दासीभूतसमस्तदेववनितां लोकैकदीपाङ्कुरां श्रीमन्मन्दकटाक्षलब्धविभवब्रह्मेन्द्रगङ्गाधरां त्वां त्रैलोक्यकुटुम्बिनीं सरसिजां वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियां सिद्धलक्ष्मीर्मोक्षलक्ष्मीर्जयलक्ष्मी सरस्वती श्रीलक्ष्मीर्वरलक्ष्मीश्च प्रसन्ना मम सर्वदा वराङ्कुशौ पाशवभीतिमुद्रां करैर्वहन्तीं कमलासनस्थां बालार्ककोटिप्रतिभां त्रिनेत्रां भजेऽहमाद्यां जगदीश्वरीं तां सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके देवी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते सरसिजनिलये सरोजहस्ते धवळतरां शुकगन्धमाल्यशोभे भगवति हरिवल्लभे मनोज्ञे त्रिभुवनभूतिकरिप्रसीद मह्यं विष्णुपत्नीं क्षमां देवीं माधवीं माधवप्रियां विष्णोः प्रियसखीं देवीं नमाम्यच्युतवल्लभां महालक्ष्मी च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात् श्रीर्वर्चस्यमायुष्यमारोग्यमाविधात् पवमानं महीयते धनं धान्यं पशुं बहुपुत्रलाभं शतसंवत्सरं दीर्घमायुः ऋणरोगादिदारिद्र्यपापक्षुदपमृत्यवः भयशोकमनस्तापा नश्यन्तु मम सर्वदा श्रिये जातश्रिया निर्याय श्रियं वयोजनितृभ्यो दधातो श्रियं वसान अमृतत्वमायन् वजन्ति सद्यः सविता विदध्यो न श्रिय एवैनं तच्छ्रियामा दधाति सन्ततं वृचावषट्कृत्यं सन्धत्तं सन्धीयते प्रजया पशुभिः य एवं वेद ॐ महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मीः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्तिः 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 all Veda mantrocharanas, none of them they go waste. They have tremendous effect on us. Keep chanting, keep chanting. Try to know the meaning with the knowledge of the meaning chant. That is what slowly, steadily, consciously empowers us in all aspects required for our sustenance as well as our evolution. That is why elders have given us. We should also follow it. Every Upanishad is guiding us towards the Brahma Tattva in its own unique style. Aitareya Upanishad also in a simple way, like as if for a child, slowly guiding us toward the truth. No, what is main thing which we should not miss from our focus is, though in a unique way the Srishti Prakriya is explained here, our drishti should not be on the Srishti there. Our drishti should be on the Paramatma who is expressing as this Srishti. So this is how the Moha Maya happens. What is that source or the substratum that is forgotten, and whatever is coming out of substratum which has no independent existence of itself, on that our drishti, our interest falls. This is a delusion. So here also we are being given the training not to come under delusion through showing us the delusion. What is the delusion here? The entire creation is being explained. While doing so, we are given a training and test key. Where is our attention? Your attention is on the world created. We have already become the samsari. If our attention is on the Paramatma all the time, then we are sadhakas. And if we realize that Paramatma transcendentally as well as in and through everything, without himself going through any modification, then we have reached even the Siddhi also. So all these needs two levels. First level of total intellectual understanding comprehension, for which we are trying from last many years. How many years it will take, we don't know. Second, once that intellectual thing is understood, then trying to experience what is intellectually understood in the internal personality, in our own core of personality, is the second stage. Once the first stage is thorough, then we pursue this solitude and stay with ourselves and try to experience that truth which creates everything yet not touched by anything in that meditational seat for a long, long time. When we try, slowly the subtlety comes to us to take us beyond all these obvious to that self experience. So, this Upanishad is guiding us this way. Let us follow. Om, Om, Om. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ भवयेव भवानिति मे नितरां समजायत चेतसि कौतुकिता मम वारय मोहमहाजलधिं भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम् ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थानजागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् कर्मणि निष्ठितानां अस्माकं सह पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजय प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन शक्ति साधना सानुकूल्यता संपदा प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम श्री ऋग्वेदांतर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषदः पारायणम् आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनम् वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणम् ॐ मनस्तापतमशान्त्यै यस्य पादनखच्छटा शरदिन्दुरिवा भाति तं वन्दे नीलचिन्मणिम् ॐ अथ ऋग्वेदांतर्गत ऐतरेय शाखांतर्गत अरण्यकांतर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषद प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य माणिस्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्ददामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, we have seen the second Khanda of the first Adhyaya yesterday. In that last portion of it, the topic was Ashana Vipasa. They themselves also asked, Ki you gave, O Lord, Ayatanam to every of these devatas. What about me? Tam Ashanaya Vipase Amrutam. Avabhyam Aviprajanihi iti. So to us also give us the place to stay. Then what? Te abravitu. Uh, to them. They means tam tetani, tattetani, satetani. To both of them, Ashana Vibhasa, what Bhagavan spoke ki sa Ishvaraha eva muktaha. I am chanting the Bhashyam of the fifth mantra of the second khanda, fourth line. Sa Ishvara eva muktaha. That Ishvara, when he was this way, requested by Ashana Vipasa, Te Ashanaya Vipase Amravit. To both of them he spoke. Now, what through all this discussion we have to mind is this is how Paramatma only becoming everything, empowering everything, and making them as if talk and get the questions answered. So all that is one Paramatma only doing. We have to lift our attention to that level. All faculties are talking, working, but in whose presence they are doing? In the Paramatma's presence. In the same way, in us also, all faculties are working. While they are working, our attention overpoweringly falls on that. As result, in whose power they are all working. In fact, they are existing. That inner aspect of the self we forget. That is called samsara. In samsara, we are lost or got caught up in the faculties and the world seen by the faculties to the extent of totally becoming oblivion regarding the main subjective self. In the Adhyatmic sadhana, though the faculties are functioning in their respective field with the given power for the different works given, the self, the truth, the reality, the substratum, the support is not only not forgotten but fully aware of it. The more we become aware of the actual substratum, the more we are spiritual. Whether it is Bhakti Marga, aware of Paramatma, Yoga Marga, aware of the Purusha, Jnana Marga, aware of the self. The more we are aware of the presence of the self, the more we are Adhyatmika. Whether while doing all our sadhana studies, is this happening or not, we have to observe. If not, we have to make it happen. And that won't be allowed to happen in spite of our study as long as the self created, earlier created inner forces force us to identify with the faculties, the functions of faculties, fields of function. When that force goes away, the force of pressure of the habits, pressure of the vasanas, then we will be able to become more and more aware of the Lord inside, more than all the faculties and their functioning. This is technically in Yoga Bhasha is called as the Viveka Khyati, which will be our subject today to study. So here also, while following the Upanishad, let us not lose the sight of the Ishvara who alone was there before the creation. He alone did the Iksha, he alone has done the Sankalpa, he alone himself becoming all these faculties at the Veshti and Samashti level. So become very acutely subtle that the dichotomization of seer and seen is called the creation. And both seer and seen are temporary projections on the self, which is one without second, Therefore, can neither be the seen nor the seer actually at its original level. The trick in ourselves, wherein the duality is valued, not the substratum, is to be conquered by allowing the duality to function, same time becoming aware of the common substratum between that duality of seer and seen. The more we focus on it, the more we are becoming spiritual, nearer to the self, and when that substratum is cognized, identified with, we establish in it, we are mukta. Then in our presence, let the power, the Maya, project the world, play the world of multiplicity. It is only an entertainment. By the way, keep all this in mind. Now, so what did he say to the Asanaya Pipase? Abravit nahi yuvayoho bhavarupatvat. You are bhavarupa. You are not like the Jnana Rupa, all these devatas who deserved and I gave them accommodation. You being not Jnana Rupa but only a Bhava Rupa, if you are given an accommodation independently, you can't maintain. It is not possible to you both. Nahi yuvayoho bhavaruvatvat चेतनावत लाइक द चेतना रूपी देवताओं के समान चेतनावत चेतनावत वस्तु अनाश्रित्य अन्न अतृत्व समवत. तो चेतना युक्त देवताओं के सपोर्ट से ही यू कैन हैव द अन्न. यू योरसेल्फ independently you cannot. That is how you are. See the combination. Asana Pibasa cannot be without devatas. And later on we are going to see the next khanda. Devatas cannot be without the Asana Pibasa and Anna. This is how the world is created. Or this creation of this type of the beings and things and establishing in between them this relation. This is called as creation. सृष्टि का अर्थ क्या हुआ? इन चीजों को उत्पन्न करके उनके बीच में ऐसा संबंध रखना. That is creation. The Lord is behind every one of them. So he says कि the Chetanavatva means the Chaitanya Yukta Devatas. With them endowed when you are, then only He Ashanamibhasa, your Ashanamibhasa can be fulfilled. So, नहीं युवयो हो भाव रूपयो त्वात तुम लोगों का ना because you are भाव रूपा चेतनावद वस्तु अनाश्रित्य without the support of the chetana vastus, that is the devatas, anasritya anna trutvam na sambhavati. You cannot have the anna adanam by yourself eating of the food. Tasmat. Therefore, etasu eva agnyadi ajnadyasu towards with these devatas only, like the Agni ityadi, Vam means Yuvam, आप दोनों को देवता देवतासु. In these devatas, अध्यात्म अधिदेवतासु आवजामि. So I will put you in the Adhyatma Devatas, so to the Adi Devatas. That's why even the Adi Devatas also are having Asana Bhivasa, which is fulfilled by us when we offer oblations to them in the Yajnadi, when we offer the Naivedyadi to them in the Upasanadi. So Adhyatma Devatas are our own faculties inside. Adhya Adi Daivika Devatas are all the Devatas which are outside, they are there. Devata. उनको भी ये जो अशना विभाषा होता है. That's why when we offer upasanas and all, they receive it. When we do it, when we do all the yajna, all of. That's why in that society, when the Devata Smarana and offering to them is not done in any of the form, In our Hindu Sanatana Dharma tradition, we name those devatas, we call them as devatas. We have worked out the yajnas and upasanas as paddhatis in which we offer havihi ityadi to them, which becomes ashana pipasa fulfillment to them. Therefore, they are happy and they bless us. In different places, they may talk it in different way, but the phenomena remains same. There are, along with Adi Daivika, uh, Adhyatmika Devatas, same thing, they are there in the Adi Daivika, also in the Samashti Rupa. This is what in yesterday, day before, Mundaka Upanishad, toward the last shlokas we were studying. थर्ड मुंडक में सेकंड खंड में द सेवंथ और एथ मंत्र स्पोक देर गता कला पंचदश प्रतिष्ठा देवाश्च सर्वे प्रतिदेवतासु when a person becomes jivan mukta where his faculties go so panchadasha kalaha they go to panchadasha. Then Devasya Sarve in Haima, till that time, those who faculties are working, presided by Adhisthana Devatas. Now from the Jivan Mukti, he is entering to Videha Mukti by leaving the Sharira. Where do the inner Devatas go? It is mentioned there, Devasya Sarve Prati Devatas. So the I has got the Darshana Shakti. This has come from Aditya Devata. So therefore this goes into Aditya. In this the Samashti Aditya. So इस तरह से there are the outer Daivika Devatas inside Adhyatmika Devatas. So in both of them I will put you, oh my dear Ashna Pipasa. This is what the Lord said to them. Tasmad etasu eva agnadyasu vam ivam devasatasu adhyatma adi devatasu abhajami. Vritti samvibhagena anugrunnami. So vritti samvibhagena anugrunnami. I will do the anugraha to you so that you both share your own vrittis in such a manner that because of you they are there, because of them you are there. You both Ashana Vipasa and Devatas. That Sambandha Bhagavan has made. That's how the whole world is functioning. Then Etasu Bhaginyau Yat Devatyaha Yaha Bhagaha Havihi Adi Lakshanaha Syat Tasya Tasyaha Tena Eva Bhagena Bhaginyau Bhagavatyau Vam Karomi Iti. So, in the bhaga that is received by the devatas, when offered by human beings, your share also I'll put there, so that inevitably devatas, when they are given, he Ashana Bhimasa, a part of that is given to you also. That is why yesterday we spoke about these two things, is it not? That that pushti is one thing which the devatas get, trupti is the other thing which the ashana pipasa get. ashana pipasa को जो होता है वो तृप्ति होता है, देवताओं को जो होता है वो पुष्टि होता है. Like when I eat the food, there is a pushti. The food eaten gets digested and it becomes energy for all the faculties to work. But when the food is eaten, there is a trupti also. That is called as the Ashana Pipasa are given their share. And they are there with all the faculties. That is how their accommodation stays organized by the God. Same way, when there is a beautiful music is heard by the ears, there is a pushti, there is a great ananda in that. But there is a tushti, the contentment, the trupti aspect. So the pushti aspect through that music or somebody is praising me or my likable subject I heard something. So उसमें इंद्रियों का भी वहाँ पुष्टि होता है अशना पिपासा का भी तुष्टि होता है। समटाइम्स पुष्टि हो गया, तुष्टि नहीं होता, इसलिए वी वांट मोर एंड मोर। समटाइम्स तुष्टि होता है लेकिन पुष्टि पूरी तरह से नहीं हुआ। एंड वी ऑल सीक बोथ ऑफ देम, तुष्टि एंड पुष्टि, है ना। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु तुष्टि रूपेण पुष्टि रूपेण समेता। We all seek the tushti and pushti both of them. That indicates that the devatas also are having in them their part and parcel के रूप में ashana pipasa also. And whatever they get, the bhaga of that comes to these ashana pipasa also. Hunger and thirst. So, तेन एव भागेन भागिन्यौ भागवत्यो वाम करोमि इति. In this way, सृष्टि आदौ ईश्वरः एवं व्यदधातु. In the beginning of creation of all these, in this way the vidhi vidhana, the Lord has kept of the ashana pipasa to stay with the faculties, and the faculties, whatever they receive as oblation, should share with ashana pipasa. What is Ashana Pipasa's role to them? Ashana Pipasa is the one which recognizes the deficiencies of the things and then makes the demand of it. है ना? Like we see, आंखों में जब अशना पिपासा नहीं होता है कुछ देखने को, तो आंख देखता नहीं, और इतना अशना पिपासा आंख में है टीवी वगैरह देखने को, इसलिए हम देख रहे हैं. So that Ashana Pipasa create the demand and then prompt to get those faculties. Like for the eyes, seeing of color, form or so to the Ashana Pipasa. So the तुष्टि आंख को मिलती है, पुष्टि नहीं, पुष्टि आंख को मिलती है, तुष्टि जो है अशना पिपासा को मिलता है. So this is how with every faculties ashana pipasa are there. To the legs also, the ashana pipasa prompt the indriya devata in the legs to walk. If the ashana pipasa नहीं है तो सड़े बैठे रहेंगे एक जगह, चलने को मन ही नहीं आएगा. तो चलने का वह इच्छा को ही ashana pipasa. ये वाला जब ashana pipasa ने किया, then the legs get activated and they move. When they move, they get the pushti. Ashana Vibhasa gets the tushti. In that way, to every faculty, we have to add it, and the relation mutual should be understood. Ashana Vibhasa है, देवता है. This Ashana Vibhasa और देवता का जरूरत वाले जो फूड है उसका डेफिशिएंसी को दिखाता है. Seeing the deficiency, that particular organ seeks that thing. When that is sought, when that food comes, so that let us see the tongue also. The tongue में अशना विभाषा होने के कारण कुछ ना कुछ टेस्ट करने का संकल्प होता है. Then the tasting when it done, the indriya gets the pushti and the ashana vipasa get the tushti inside. So in that way Bhagavan made ashana vipasa as bhaginyav, bhagedar, with all the indriyas, even in antakarana also. Like antakarana में मन में the ashana of giving or taking the prema, buddhi में the ashana of gaining or sharing the knowledge, चित्त में the ashana of remembering and recollecting and using it, अहंकार में the ashana of claiming or giving others the credit. All the ashana vibhas are there everywhere in all the 14 organs. That is what he says कि स्यात् तस्याः तेन एव भागेन भागिन्यौ भागवत्यो वाम करोमि इति. In this way, and that which started in the beginning of creation this way is going on there in all the beings. The devatas ashana vibhasa what stay together, work together. कि सृष्टि आदौ ईश्वरः एवं विदधात यस्मात् तस्मात्. In the beginning of creation, creator made this arrangement. Tasmat, therefore, idanim api, even now also. सृष्टि कब शुरू हुआ तब से अब तक, इवन नाउ आल्सो, यस्यै कस्यै च देवतायै अर्थाय हविर गृह्यते. For any of the devatas, for their sustenance, whatever the havi is given. That's what I spoke last 10 minutes. Gruhyate, Avir Gruhyate, the Avi is given offer to it. Charu Purodasha Adi Lakshanam, Charu Purodasha Ityadi, whatever. Whether it is through to the outer devatas in the yajna or to the inner devatas by putting it through the mouth into the stomach. At that time, Charu Purodasha Adi Lakshanam, Bhaginyam Eva, Bhagavatyo Eva, Asyam. Devatayam. So, along with these devatas, Asanaya Vipasi also become the Bhagavati, the shareholders for whatever the Havihi given to that particular devata. So, all the examples we saw. हाँ, अभी देखा हमने खाने भोजन का, त्वचा का, आंखों के देखने का, कान का सुनने का, मन का, बुद्धि का, whatever the respective havihi or arthaha gruhyate are given or taken by them, then these two become bhaginya, the shareholders. Remember the word, the trupti, pushti to them, trupti to asana mepasa, together. So with this, second khanda of the Prathama Adhyaya concluded. So so far what is done? Before creation only Paramatma was there. He only did the sankalpa to create the lokas. For the ayatanam, for the jivas to stay and eke out their sukha dukkha phala, result of their karma. Once the ayatanams are created, mariche, baram, apaha, ambaha, then without the adhisthana devatas, they will be nashyayuhu. Therefore, he wanted to create them. For that, he Amurchayata, he took the lump from the water, predominant Panchamahamutta, Virat Purusha, and he did dhyana on it. From that, the Golakas, the Indriyas, the Adhisthana Devatas came. They all fell in the ocean of samsara. Bhagavan has given hunger and thirst to first Virat Purusha, through him to all of these. Then they asked Paramatma, give us the place to stay, staying where we have our own consumption of food and sustenance. Then Bhagavan brought the cow and the horse, etc. They did not feel very satisfied with them. देन भगवान ने मनुष्य शरीर को पुरुष मानयत सुकृतम बताइए पुरुषम भाव सुकृतम. Then Bhagavan told you enter to your respective places, choose it. Then the Devatas thought there is more joy if we stay in the place from where we are born. Obviously, is it not? Whichever the place you move all over the world, when you come back to your own hometown, your own house, your own comforts, luxuries of your own house, and your own near and dear people, there's no joy anywhere in the world. Okay, nahi? Barring that small little misunderstandings, अच्छा ठीक है वो तो ego है, थोड़ा ego transcend होते ही all the quarrels get converted into the love, है ना? ठीक है वो problematic problem बात तो दूर रखो. Otherwise, where do we find happiness is when we go back to the source. So too, each of these devatas have come from each of the Golakas of Paramatma or Virat Purush. Virat Purush ke tarah hi this human is there. They were exactly the corresponding parts from where they came from the Virat Purusha into those corresponding parts in the human Sharira, they all have entered. So Vani came from the mouth of the Lord. Then this Vani becoming the speech, Agni entered the mouth only of the Purusha. Purusha here is the human Sharira now. Like that every Devata entered. That portion वैसा. अब तक वो हमने देखा. Then Ashana Pipas also asked, what about us? Then भगवान ने उनको अलग accommodation नहीं देते हुए with all the devatas only he moved them, with every of them. So whatever the partaking the devatas get as offerings and oblations, the Ashana Pipas also get their share in that. This is how in the beginning of creation जो शुरू हुआ अब तक वही चल रहा है. Ashanaya Vipasa create the demand there, seeing that the thing required is lacking. Then the Indriya puts the demands, Devatas inside. Somehow that food comes inside. That is taken both by the Adhisthana Devatas as well as to this Ashana Vipasa also. अब यहाँ तक तो हो गया, बट देन खाना तो नहीं बना उनके लिए अभी. Therefore, in the third khanda, which we are going to begin now, these are the 3-4 topics that are there. This third khanda makes the conclusion of first adhyaya. Then second and third adhyaya, only one khanda is there in them. In this third khanda of this first adhyaya of the Aitareya Upanishad, these are the topics. First topic is Bhagavan does again ikshana and creates the anna for them. Second topic, they want to grab the anna, the devatas, but the anna runs. Somehow they tried to grab the anna. Nobody is able to grab it. Then the prana apana combination. They tried. They are able to grab the food, anna created by the Lord. Then that food enters inside, gets digested, becomes energy required for all the faculties that we all know. So after the anna created, each of the devatas try, they can't consume apana vayu. Alone consumes it. So here the prana apana, it's their importance in coordinating between asana and vasa as well as adhisthana devatas as well as the artha, the food that's created by the Lord, the coordination relation between the food outside, the asana pipasa inside, the indriyas inside. ये तीनों जो है इस प्राणापान के कारण संबंध रखते हैं. ये पॉइंट कन्वे करने के लिए here it is said it is because of the prana apana the anna created is received inside. This is the topic in this khanda number 3. These many topics, but the last topic is most important. From there only actual Upanishad starts. ये सब जो बता है, it is like in the Taittiriya Upanishad, the Upasana Kanda in the Shikshavalli, in the Kathopanishad, the Guru Shishya Samvada, है ना, इन द मुंडक उपनिषद द गुरु परंपरा शिष्य आस्किंग द क्वेश्चन. जैसे हर उपनिषद में कुछ ना इंट्रोडक्शन दिया है कि नहीं, मोस्ट ऑफ देम. इन द सेम वे ऑल दिस इज एन आंसर टू व्हाट वी आर सीइंग. इफ यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन, ये सब कैसे क्यों कैसा हो रहा है, परमात्मा के दृष्टि से बताइए. whatever is happening inside and outside, how they are happening. To this question, all what is discussed so far is an answer. But Upanishad talks about Brahma Vidya only. अब देवताओं का शरीर का, देवताएं उसमें प्रवेश करने का, उनके हंगर का, ये तो बात हो रहा है. Where is Paramatma in it? It will come now. The entry of the hero. So katham madrute syat iti. How can these be functioning without me? Both ways. They can't function without me. Second is they have to work for me because I created after all. है ना, मैंने बनाया तो फिर मेरे लिए उससे फायदा होना चाहिए, देखो मुझे वहां रहना चाहिए. देन भगवान हिमसेल्फ सीमान विदारिया प्राविशत क्रेनियम ओपन करके through that Paramatma enters. Then the two parts of his play there having entered, one he becomes Jiva and goes through the natak of this suffering for many lives or expressions or time periods of Kalpa, Mahakalpa, whatever it is. Then the second Leela is he only having got fed up with all this limited living and expression, becomes sadhaka jignasu to eject out of this entire samsara by discovering his essential nature, the same path. These are the topics that are covered in this last third khanda of this Prathamaha Adhyaya. It has got 16 mantras, 8 of them are repetition only. Mhm. हम्म, क्या हुआ? हम्म, Let us chant this third khanda. Mm, I need a minute just to see what I meant. Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya Brahma Vishnu Surarchitaya Om Namo Namo Namah Shivaya. How come this got separated and shown? मैं तो कुछ नहीं किया. Now let us make a chant of it. Today we have not chanted. I am conscious of it. Chalo, let us make a chanting. Om atha trutiyah khandah. Om sa ikshate menu lokascha lokapalaha cha annam ebhyah sruja iti saha apaha abhyatavat tabhyah अवितप्ताभ्यः मूर्तिः अजायत या वै सा मूर्तिः अजायत अन्नं वै तत् तद् येन त सृष्टं पराङ्त्यजिघां सत् तत् वाचा अजिघृक्षत तत् न अशक्नोत् वाचा ग्रहीतुम् स यत् ह येन त वाचा अग्रहैष्यत् अभिव्याहृत्य एव अन्नम् अत्रप्स्यत् तत् प्राणेन अजिघृक्षत तत् न अशक्नोत् प्राणेन ग्रहीतुम् स यद् ह एनत् प्राणेन अग्रहैष्यत् अभिप्राण्यः एव अन्नम् अत्रप्स्यत् तत् चक्षुषा अजिघृक्षत तत् न अशक्नोत् चक्षुषा ग्रहीतुम् सः यतः एनत चक्षुषा अग्रहैष्यत् दृष्ट्वा एव अन्नम् अत्रप्स्यत् तत् श्रोत्रेण अजिघृक्षत तत् न अशक्नोत् श्रोत्रेण ग्रहीतुम् सह यतः येनत श्रोत्रेण अग्रहैष्यत श्रुत्वाह एव अन्नम् अत्रप्स्यत तत् त्वचा अधिघृक्षत तत् न अशक्नोत त्वचा ग्रहीतुं स यद्ह एनत त्वचा अग्रहैष्यत स्पृष्ट्वाहैव अन्नमत्रप्स्यत तद् मनसा अजिघृक्षत तत् न अशक्नोत मनसा ग्रहीतुं स यद्ह येनत मनसा अग्रहैष्यत ध्यात्वाह एव अन्नम् अत्रप्स्यत तत् शिश्नेन अजिघृक्षत तत् न अशक्नोत शिश्नेन ग्रहीतुं सः यद्ह एनत शिश्नेन अग्रहैष्यत विसृज्य एव अन्नमत्रप्स्यत तत् अपानेन अजिघृक्षत तत् आवयति आवयत सा एषः अन्नस्य ग्रहः यत् वायुः अन्नायुर्वा एषः यद् वायुः स ईक्षत कथं नु इदं मद्रुते स्यात् इति सः ईक्षत कतरेण प्रपद्या इति स ईक्षत यदि वाचा अभिव्याहृतं यदि प्राणेन अभिप्राणितं यदि चक्षुषा दृष्टं यदि श्रोत्रेण श्रुतं यदि त्वचा स्पृष्टं यदि मनसा ध्यातं यदि अपानेन अभ्यपानितं यदि शिश्नेन विसृष्टम् अथ कोऽहमिति स एतमेव सीमानं विदार्य एतया द्वारा प्रापद्यत सा एषा विद्रुतिर्नाम द्वाः तदु एततो नान्दनः एतन्नान्दनन्तस्य त्रय आवसथाः त्रयः स्वप्ना अयम् आवसथो यमावसथ इति स जातः भूतानि अभिव्यैख्यत किमिह अन्यं वावदिशद इति स एतमेव पुरुषं ब्रह्म तातमाम पश्यत इदम् अदर्शमिति तस्मात् इदन्द्रो नाम इदन्द्रो ह वै नाम तमिन्द्रं सन्तम् इन्द्र इत्याचक्षते परोक्षेण परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः परोक्षप्रिया इव हि देवाः ॐ शान्तिः 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 See 16 mantras, 14 sorry. We have chanted all of them. We already discussed what are the topics that are contained in this third khanda. Let us start seeing through the Bhashyam little today, more tomorrow. Straight away. तृतीयः खण्डः स ईक्षते मे नु लोकाः लोकपालाः च अन्नमेभ्यः सुजा इति स ईक्षत. The Lord again thought, he again contemplated. What was his contemplation? Me means by me. Nu means indeed. Lokaha cha, the worlds. Ambho marichir maramapaha are visualized and manifested. So to Lokapalaha cha, I had done the Ikshana visualization, and from the first created things, I have also created the Lokapalakas. I even have given them the place to stay. So many of the yodis like cows and horses, etc. And the best of them which they chose was the human. यहाँ तक हो चुका है But now those devatas have to survive. For them to survive, the annam is required. Therefore, loka lokapalaha cha annamebhya sujai iti. So let me create anna for them. This is what Bhagavan has done as ever the sankalpa or ikshana. The ikshana of the Lord we are seeing from the beginning. Saikshate menu lokan lokapalana suja iti. देखा ना हमने तो here also he did the ikshana. Let me create the bhojanam. This is the meaning of the first mantra. What Bhashyakara says is same thing. Saha evam Ishwaraha ikshat. That Ishwara in this way he has done the ikshana. Katham. What is the way in which Bhagavan has done the ikshana? Ki imenu lokaha cha lokapalaha cha maya srushtaha. These lokas, Ambho, Marichir, Maram, Apaha, and the Lokapalakas of the Indra, Vayu, Aruna, Agni, Devatas. I have created them. Lokaha, Lokapala, cha maya srushtaha. Then I did another dangerous thing to them. What dangerous thing I have done to them is Ashanaya pipasabhyam cha sanyojita. I have endowed to them the hunger and thirst. अब देखो वो तो मरने का ही है नौबत. When the hunger and thirst is there and the food is not there. है कि नहीं? We all know the pangs of hunger and thirst. 1, 2, 3 दिन उपवास रख के देखना, निर्जला उपवास. टफ. सो अशना पिपासा से मैंने उनको अन्वार्जन किया, एंडो किया. मीन्स टू ऑल दोज देवतास हंगर थर्स्ट रहे उनके अंदर, ऐसे मैंने बनाया. Then he says, Srushtaha Ashanaya Pipasabhyam cha samyojitaha. Ataha, therefore, na esham stitihi annamantarena. No, these cannot stay, sustain, be alive without the annam now, because hunger and thirst is given. Esham sthiti na annamantarena. Antarena means without. Without the anna, इन सारे देवताओं का स्थिति नहीं हो सकता जिनको ऑलरेडी हंगर और थर्स्ट के साथ अटैच किया गया है. Now what we are seeing here, what is happening in our life every day. Through this we are reminded of the Lord that the system in which you are staying and going through, all this the expression of the glory of Paramatma only, to make us recognize these things. What we are going through, that is taken as the means, and what it started in the beginning of the creation, that became the end. These two things Shruti Mata wanted to convey. जैसे आपके अंदर आज हो रहे हैं, ये सृष्टि आदि से भी हो रहे हैं, इसमें कोई नई बात नहीं है. और कौन करा रहे हैं तब से लेकर अब तक, इट इज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ परमात्मा which is making all these happen. What is our job? What we have to do is shift your attention, recognition, identity to that Paramatma, because of whom all these are happening, and not having the attention on the world which is created or projected. ये हमको सिखाने के लिए सारे बता. And it is very subjective only. It is our own life. I only have the sharira. Inside the sharira I am there. आई तो अभी आए नहीं टॉपिक में, सीमानम विदारी आएगा. बट उससे पहले जस्ट बताने के लिए Sharira is there, faculties are there inside. Hunger is there for every of the faculties. Respective food is there outside for them. That is consumed. Hunger and thirst also is quenched. Then the pushti also is given to us. And not only in me it is happening, in you also, in other being also, in every of the living beings. The difference is in the gradation of the activities done or food consumed. But otherwise, the phenomena is same. I am saying it now. This is how it started from Paramatma in the beginning of creation, which is being continued till now. Even now, the same system is going on. Recognize that Paramatma inside. Hmm. This is the purpose of all this study. Hmm. अतः न एषां स्थितिः अन्नम अंतरेण मीन्स विदाउट अन्नम अंतरेण एषां स्थितिः न without the food they cannot be sustaining, they cannot be alive because I gave them ashana pipasa. Okay. Uh, Tasmat, therefore, tasmat annam, the food, ebhyah, lokapalebhyah, srujai, sruje, iti. So, what is the ikshana of him now? At this fourth level, that let me do the srishti of the food for these devatas. This is the fourth ikshana. First ikshana is lokaha. Second ikshana is lokapalaha. Third ikshana is the ayatanam to them as well as ashana pipasa endoing to them. Hmm. If you separate them, then the third one is ashana pipasa. Fourth ikshana is the purusha nirmana. Other beings also, Gai or Sare Vagara, but main topic is a Purusha, we are Purushas. If the cows talk the Vedanta, then they talk about Manushu ko banaya, but no vayam alamiti, they said. Devatas, the cows will have Upanishads like that. Then when the Gam anayatu sukrutam bata iti, Gam bhava sukrutam, they talk in that language. Anyway, so that Ashna Pipasa entering to them is third ikshana. As they asked, required the Sharira for to staying, doing the Shariras of all, especially human, was the fourth ikshana of the Lord. Now the fifth one is these devatas cannot be sthira or staying or alive, continue without the annam. Therefore, for their sake, let me create anna. In this way, Bhagavan did the Panchamaha Ikshana. ऐसे हिसाब ऐसा कोई ऐसा विशेष नहीं है उसका हिसाब लगाने का बट दिस इज हाउ द सृष्टि हैज कम फ्रॉम परमात्मा संकल्प सो संकल्प किनका परमात्मा का ज्ञान किनका परमात्मा का उपादान कौन है परमात्मा ही मेंटेनेंस कौन कर रहे हैं परमात्मा what is there anything other than Paramatma in this world, even though the world is there appearing with so many varieties of names and forms? The answer is no, there is nothing other than Paramatma. Mm. So, Lokapalebhyaha ebhyaha annam srujay iti. This is his ikshana. For these Lokapalas, the Devatas, let me create the Bhojanam. Mm. 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 No, Bhagavan just adds one thing, Adi Shankaraji. Evam he, in this way, loke, in this entire world, Ishwaranam, uh, Ishwaranam, those who are bosses, Anam, Anugrahe, Nigrahe, cha Swatantriam Drushtam Sveshu. towards his own subjects, subordinates, निग्रह अनुग्रह करने का स्वतंत्रता इस जगत में लोगों में देखा जाता है. It is an example. Like the boss in a company, he has got the nigraha anugraha shakti. Head in an office, nigraha anugraha. The father at home, nigraha anugraha. The guru in the ashrama, where the disciples are there, he does the nigraha anugraha of them. A Raja does nigraha anugraha to the praja. So many examples. Loke Ishwaranam means those are the leaders, the rulers. For them, Anugrahe Nigrahe cha Swatantram Drushtam. The freedom of Anugraha Karna, Nigraha Karna, we see in them. Okay, Sweshu towards the subjects, towards the people who are under their control. Tadvat. Same way, Maheshwarasya api, of this Maheshwara Paramatma also Sarveshwaratvat, he being the Sarva Ishvara, because he is the one who was doing Ikshana and creating everything. Sarveshwaratvat Sarvan Prati, towards all beings. Nigraha Anugrahe Abhi Swatantram Eva. He also has got the Swatantrata, the freedom to do the Nigraha and Anugraha on all the beings in the world, because he is the one in whose sankalpa the lokas are made, the lokapalas are made, the hunger is given, Ashanabhipasa, the place to stay, the adhisthana is given to them, and the annam also finally given by him only. Therefore, he is the Nigraha Nugraha Karakaha, in that he is Swatantra. This is what is the first mantra. Then, yeah, he did the creation of the Anna from the same water stuff with his Sankalp. Then each of the Devatas are given the chance to consume. They try, they fail. Finally, the अपान वायु प्राण वायु दोनों मिलकर उस अन्न का ग्रहण करते हैं. This topic we will study tomorrow. Through that, the phenomena which is happening, that we become conspicuous about, this is happening right from the beginning of creation. We become aware of that. All of that is done by the Lord. This is the third point. We come to recognize. The fourth one is, in spite of all this drama happening at the individual and total level, although under the supervision and guidance and blessing of the Paramatma, or the truth or the reality, he is always unshaken, unbroken, same state of his own being, he is there. These are the few topics we'll discuss tomorrow, along with the continuation of the story of Anna Upasarjana and the Devatas trying to consume itself. Very interesting it will be. Let us see it. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramanushibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namaha. Durga Matre Lakshmi Matre Namaha. Om Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Yes, friends.